Arpacho on the track.
No, I don't want no boat, Daddy. I don't want your affection.
I don't want your love unless it's in the form of money.
All right. We are here, episode, what number is this? 4, right? Episode 4?
Episode 4, you guys.
All right.
All right. Yeah, episode 4.
So, it's hot. That's why I'm telling you I'm out of breath. Just ran a mile. No. So what you been up to since the last time we've done this? I've seen you multiple times before since we did our last episode, but what's been happening?
What's been happening? What's been happening in my life? Well, I did take a little vacay to the Cayman Islands. That was pretty fun. Definitely one of the best trips of my life. And you went on a vacation as well, didn't you? We both went on vacations. And where did you go, Earl?
I went to Australia.
Oh, shit. Down under.
Correct. Went to Sydney. Went to my wife and I went to a friend's wedding with the Sydney locals, hung out there, explored the city. Also, people were shocked that we didn't have a strong southern accent. I thought we would because we were from Australia.
That is so funny you say that because I do a lot of tours as a tour guide, and a lot of people come from out of town, and I had people say that same comment to me. They were like, we thought you would have a southern accent because I said I'm from San Antonio. And people are surprised that people from the South don't always have southern accents.
I know. I'm like, I'm sorry I don't sound like this, but...
I'm like, I can if you want me to, but it won't be genuine.
I see you're like me. You got your cigarettes and your energy drink. You know, I had a friend that he lives in St. Louis, but whenever we'd go visit, we would drink, and the next morning he would smoke cigarettes and drink an energy drink, and I thought that was the funniest thing ever. And to find out that's really common.
It is.
Because my wife told me about that. She's like, yeah, it's a thing where people will smoke a cigarette and drink an energy drink. I'm like, huh.
It is. And it's funny because I wonder the correlation between that behavior and ADHD. Because I know we talked about this before about like nicotine being like treating ADHD symptoms kind of. And energy drinks kind of affect ADHD. They can affect ADHD people differently. Or I know for me, like coffee doesn't always do the trick. So I just need an energy drink.
Give you that little boost or calm you down?
Give me a little boost. It just kind of makes me feel more alert, more focused.
I had no idea. I would never guess.
Yeah, but you drink energy. You don't drink coffee, do you?
I hate coffee. I hate the taste of it. Even with sugar and cream, it's still gross. Fuck coffee. It's so nasty.
Whoa.
I tried to drink it. I drank it when I was during COVID, when I was in school, to keep me awake because I was sitting at a desk for hours.
Yeah.
And coffee was the only thing that really kept me awake, but it's so gross.
For a while, I was on Vyvanse for ADHD, and I couldn't drink anything, coffee or energy drinks on that, or else I would get real, like, irritable, and, like, it affected me weird.
I live on energy drinks. I drink at least 1 or 2 a day.
Damn, a day?
I have one when I wake up, and I have one in the evening.
And then one to go to bed at night.
I've done that before. Where I didn't know what time it was. I'm sitting there drinking an energy drink, and it's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, fuck. And there's no way I'm going to be able to fall asleep now.
Yeah. I drink energy drinks before I go on tours as a guide.
I was going to say, you go on tour, and you're in a band?
Before I tour with my, my band. I can sing for you if you want.
I've heard you sing at that party we had.
That's right.
I felt so weird because like everybody was doing karaoke and they were doing like weird Disney songs. I was like, I kind of want to leave this motherfucking place. It was a cool party. I had fun.
I liked that party.
Karaoke was just weird for me. Like I don't do Disney songs. Like I'm just gonna stand back and let everybody else sing.
I love karaoke because I can't sing, but I like to sing. So it's like okay, it's like socially acceptable for me to sing and be bad at karaoke.
Well, that's usually the point of karaoke, right? Usually karaoke, you're supposed to be shit. I mean,
yeah.
There's no point if you're badass because then you go in there.
Some people are like, get off the stage.
What's the point of doing karaoke if you're really fucking good? Because then you should look like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's like, then just go on American Idol. What are you doing?
Like, I can understand if you're doing karaoke, sometimes to stay like warmed up, to keep your voice going, but to like do it all the time, like competition wise, like good and well if you can sing,
Yeah.
you're gonna win.
Yeah.
It's not a singing competition; it's a fun competition.
It's about having fun.
Having fun.
Speaking of having fun, how was your vacation? Tell me more.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Our first topic is vacations, and how vacations are needed and time away from your normal life are needed for a reset, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So my vacation was great. I got to go to a new country, meet new people. When I went to the wedding, I didn't know nobody there. Obviously, I knew like 2 people, obviously, but everybody else at the wedding, I kind of just talked to random people and introduced myself.
That's always fun to kind of have a new social outing like that.
Because
you've been kind of putting yourself out there.
My wife was a bridesmaid, so she was obviously not around me all day. I was just I was like her.
Oh yeah, her
so, like,
plus one.
I wasn't. What's the opposite of a bridesmaid? The dudes.
Groomsman.
Yeah, I wasn't a groomsman, obviously. So like I was basically on my own to kind of just socialize.
Oh yeah.
And I hung out with the groomsmen and everybody and all the dudes and stuff. And I talked to people. I just introduced myself. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
My name's Earl. I'm from America.
My name's Earl. I'm from the South of America.
They were like, yeah, it was awesome. We went over there and it was their winter time. And so it was like 60 degrees during the day, like 40 degrees at night.
That must have been nice.
The first day that we got there, my wife and I, we were so tired from the plane ride that like we slept like 12 hours straight. We went to bed and woke. It was nuts.
That's wild. That was like when I went to Hawaii. It was really hard to stay up past like 5 p.m. in Hawaii for the first few.
I know. On vacations, I sleep so fucking good because I got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And I sleep so good. And then I got back home and I'm still fucked in my sleep.
Yeah.
I've been going to bed like 9 o'clock at night, waking up at 2 in the morning and staying up all day and repeating that cycle.
No, that's bad.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't have a time change because Cayman Islands is the same time as Texas, so I didn't have any jet lag in regards to time-wise.
I don't even know where the Cayman Islands are.
Guess. I want you to guess.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say they're by Puerto Rico somewhere, right?
Yeah.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. To me, I was thinking that would make the most sense. I was like,
They're
that's
by like Jamaica and the Bahamas.
Never been, except Australia. That's the only place I've been to out of the country.
Was the only place? Was this your first time out of the country?
Correct.
Wow. Well, that's awesome.
I know.
Wow. Getting out there, Earl.
I know. We're ballers now.
Yeah.
So, like, basically, I feel like everybody needs a vacation or, like, time away from their normal life. Even if it's staying at home, you just need to, like, reset and get away from everything.
Yeah, even like a staycation. Those can be fun, too.
Like, I got back home to Texas and I was like, God damn it.
I know. I got home and I was like, why? I want to move there. I want to move to the Cayman Islands. It's so pretty.
See, that's my thing about Australia. Like, it was really fun. I loved it. It was awesome. Like, I don't want to move there and live there and then get accustomed to the nice things and then it just becomes, like, normal.
That's true.
And then it ruins the appeal. Like, I love Colorado a lot. It's so awesome. But, like, I moved there, then it become normal. And the appeal of how it would just kind of, like, over time.
Yeah, it's like part of the appeal is that it's a vacation away and you're doing things that you don't normally do in your everyday life.
But I could definitely live in Australia. I could definitely move there and live there for sure.
I heard they say, like, do they cuss a lot more frequently than we do?
They cuss a lot. They do.
Yeah, I heard it's, like, just a lot more normal over there.
They also say cunt a lot, and no one says anything. But over here in America, you say cunt, people's like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
But personally, I don't think cunt's a bad word.
Yeah, I don't think it's, like, any worse than necessarily the other words. It's, like, how you say it and how you use it.
One of the two things I've known, because like my wife and I watch dash cam videos too of Australians, and they have two phrases that they say a lot. They say Jesus fucking Christ, and then they follow it up with you fucking idiot.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's like their two things.
I can't do an Australian
They do
accent.
Jesus fucking Christ and idiot. Like the way it's awesome their accent, and they were like, "Can you do an Australian accent?" I was like, "I can say lot and rot, but I can't."
I can say nar.
Yeah, like,
Nar.
their O's are so weird. Like when I was sitting there, I was trying to like learn how to say O, and I couldn't do it. It was funny though, because like they were like they did like an American accent, and it was fucking funny.
I bet that would be funny.
It's like your stereotypical like hick accent. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was good though. It was good. It was perfect. It's like, yeah, there are some people here, so like, and they were like, it was cool just to like talk about the differences between Australia and America.
Yeah, and that's an interesting place to go because they speak English, so you don't have a language barrier.
Yeah.
But it's like different phrases and different kind of vernacular.
I will say some of the words that they use are different. Like for counter, they say bench. Like your kitchen counter is their bench. And I was like,
interesting.
So my wife and I, we were hanging out because we got to stay with the friends that we knew, the ones that got married.
Yeah.
Like I knew so my wife and her they write the comedy together. And I knew her because she came to the States before I met her, but I didn't know her husband. So that was my first time meeting him.
Oh.
But we stayed with them, so we had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Oh, nice.
It was really cool. I enjoyed it. They were nice people. Australian people are really nice. There was a girl on the train, though, that was just... she was fucking weird. And she was like, yeah, like those dummies in America still stuck on the metric system, like or whatever, imperial system. Like, I'm sorry that we use miles and shit instead of kilometers and shit. But do you know how hard it would be to fucking change a whole country to that?
Yeah. Like, I think we're stuck on that. I think that's not going to change. That would be ridiculous.
I should have said, you know what? We're unique.
We're unique.
While the rest of the fucking world's on kilometers and shit, we're on miles per hour.
You hate us because you ain't us.
Monster Energy. Dog will hunt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
We don't do kilometers here. We do miles.
We do miles. Get with it.
We're different.
We just like to be different. We're quirky.
Shit. Sorry.
Whoa.
I shouldn't have did that last bit, but I did. Let
it out, Earl. Let it out.
I kind of took a too strong of a hit there on that cigarette.
It was a bit strong.
But yeah, so yeah, I feel like those kind of things are needed. Vacations, right? Reset?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, you know, there's the planning of the vacation that gives you a lot of like dopamine release and excitement and stuff like that. And then there's the going on vacation. You get a break. You come back, but you have to get like back into real life, but you're like recharged a little bit. It's like it recharges the battery. Yeah,
it kind of like it calms you down and you chill. Because you don't, like I said, you don't worry about anything when you're on vacation. You just sit to chill and not do anything. You're happy. I also like going to different places and seeing the like environment and the people and the culture.
And the differences.
Even if it's in the States, it's like cool to meet like different people from there.
It is, because you'll go to different places and people will just, the way that their behavior will be slightly different, even though it's like still America, like the South. Like I've lived in Utah, I've lived in California, I've lived in Portland, and people kind of have the ways of acting and the things that they say. And so there's little differences like that you can experience when you take travel, even just like kind of locally.
Utah was, I like Utah. You went to school there, so
I did, yeah. I was there for like 8 years.
Okay, so you experienced, I guess, the Utah culture.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to this place called Taco Time? You did, didn't you?
No, I never went to Taco Time whole time, but I know exactly what Taco Time is.
Because I have a friend that lives in Utah, and she was like, when you come here, go to Taco Time. And I went there, and it's like your standard fast food taco place.
No, it's like, yeah, everyone talks about Taco Time. And I was like, guys, I grew up in Texas. Like, yeah. I know a good taco.
I mean, it was good.
I'm not going to be impressed by Taco Time.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be like, it's not like the best thing ever. It was good. I told my family because I was like, hey, can we go to Taco Time? I was suggested to go there. Yeah, this girl I know in Utah.
Did you ever go to Arctic Circle?
I don't know what that is.
People talk about Arctic Circle and like just the different fast foods there. I mean, it has all your standard stuff, but then yeah, Taco Time, and I do miss Cafe Rio.
Never heard of it.
Cafe Rio was good.
All I know is in Dallas we had a place called Cafe Brazil, which was fucking solid. It was like a coffee shop, but they had food.
Mm.
But it was really cool. Very, I wouldn't say like uppity, like high class, but it was really chill. I feel like it was a place for like, not hippies, but just like, I don't know how to describe it.
I love hippies.
They weren't hippies, but they were like
hipster.
No, it felt like the best way I could put it is it felt like your stereotypical coffee shop, but they had food.
Huh? Yeah.
But I never felt it wasn't like Starbucks. It was more of a cooler place. A lot of punks I knew would go there after shows.
Oh yeah.
But it was really cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, Utah's funny because you have like the Mormon culture, and then you have like the counterculture of all the people who left the Mormon church.
Oh, shit.
Like me.
Like you.
Who I can't even describe what leaving the Mormon church entails. It's a whole thing. And then you have the counterculture of the people who want to rebel when they leave the Mormon church. And they're, doing all the things that they weren't allowed to do. And then you have the culture of the people who are Mormon. Just,
you laughing.
It's a funny little...
Well,
it's a funny little... what am I trying to say? Group of like people who disagree, but also like people policing each other. Mormons are wild. When you get a lot of them together, even when you get a lot of ex-Mormons together, it's crazy.
That's why those documentaries exist, because it's such a wild fucking thing.
It is wild. And like I went to a party in Utah that was for ex-Mormons. And so it was all these ex-Mormons, and we went to this party in Utah, and I go there, and eventually it was like day 2 or something. It was like a weekend long party at this Airbnb. And so one of the things that they started doing was they were like, we're going to give women the priesthood. And so they did like the laying on the hands of all the guys who were ex-Mormons who had the priesthood, and then they did the laying on of hands to try and give it to it was just hilarious. I was like, I can't even believe what we're doing right now. It's so wild. I was like, I want it. Give me the priesthood.
It's just, I don't know, religion as a whole to me, it's just weird.
It's weird. Like, you get into the nitty gritty of the higher up people, and it gets weird. Like, there's something called the second anointing in Mormonism. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It is so interesting. It's basically like if you've reached a certain level of power in the Mormon church, you get what's called a second anointing, which basically makes your spot in heaven like solidified. You can't do anything to mess it up. You're going to heaven.
Like when I was religious, I was a Christian, but at least to my knowledge, I don't ever remember something that wild going on in terms of ranks. But then again, I don't know, because I wasn't like asking all those questions. Like,
even the temple, what the mainstream Mormons do in the temple is really weird, which is why they tell you not to talk about it, because they know it's weird.
That's like Catholic, man. Catholic religion just seems really weird too. Like, it seems like Mormonism and shit, and Catholic seems so intense.
It was intense. It was just like I look back on it and I'm like, was it just me? Did I make it too intense? Because I have kind of extreme hyperfixations and stuff like that. But I had, like, it is an intense environment. They put so much pressure on you, and you're at church all the time talking about how every moment of your life is related to you preaching the gospel and being a warrior for Christ. And it's like it becomes everything. And it's like, if it didn't have to be every second of your life and every part of who you are, maybe it could be like healthy.
There's always people that take it too far. And I'm sure there are, like with every religion, there are really good people, but then there are people who are the opposite of that, or they take it way too far.
It gets taken too far.
It's like a gang, man. Oh, you want out? Okay.
Yeah, you want out? Then I guess your life's going to be awful now.
You got to get jumped out. You got to get your ass kicked, basically.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to hate you.
No, for real.
Don't some people, they have to like, it's like a process, right? You have to like write a letter and you have to get like approved to leave and stuff, right?
I got my records removed, and you can go about it a couple different ways. I used Quit Mormon, and they have lawyers who basically, I had to get something notarized and then scan it in. So you do need like some sort of legal thing, but it wasn't too hard.
So when you're a Mormon and you like are younger, obviously, and you start going to church, you have to sign papers or something. Why can't you just like, I don't want to be Mormon anymore and just stop?
Well, I mean, you essentially can do that, and they're not going to like totally hunt you down, but if you don't remove your name, they'll still count you as a member and like
that's
try to
why,
contact
okay.
you, and like they'll be like I still get texts every now and then that are like, "Hi, Mallory." Well, I don't anymore because I did remove my records, but even as recent as like a couple of years ago, it was like, "Hi, Mallory, we're your sister missionaries. We want to reach out to you, and can we meet with you this week?" And I'm like, I don't even live there anymore. That was 20 years ago.
The shit's about to hit the fan.
Our entire lives together has been nothing but a series of fans and shits.
When you go to the church, you have to like not sign up, but you have to like put your name in there, like, hey, I'm a member.
Well, when you get baptized,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, okay.
they put your name on the records.
So that's like when you're official.
They track people. They track a lot. Like they track who's coming to church and who's not, and they track where your records are. And you have a bishop, and you have. They keep really good records.
So basically, baptizing is like the official entry in. Like once you get baptized, you become a full-fledged member.
Yeah, at 8.
And so
if your parents are Mormon, you'll get baptized at 8. If you're a convert, you just get baptized whenever you want to join the church.
I never got baptized, thank God.
They'll come for you, those Mormons, after you die.
I
did baptisms for the dead, and that was wild.
Yeah, I never got baptized. I thought it was stupid. Not saying it is, but it wasn't for me. Like
You didn't get baptized as a baby?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Are your parents religious?
My mom is. My dad, I don't remember. But I don't remember. Because he died in 96, 97, something like that.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, no, I'm sorry. When did he die? 95? I don't remember. I have this thing at home, but yeah.
You were young then.
I was like in second grade or third grade or something.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize you had lost your dad so young.
Yeah. So I remember him a little. Like, I don't remember, like, what his religious beliefs were. I know my mom's religious.
You might have been baptized. Maybe you didn't know it, but
yeah.
But you're still going to hell, so.
It's cool if you're religious. I have no problem with it, but, like, it's not for me. And I say this all the time. It's not for me.
Yeah. And that's the thing, I think, where people get angry is that it's like, it should be okay for it to not be for me. And growing up Mormon, it was like that wasn't, you have to be Mormon.
Like, my family doesn't disown me, but there are a couple family members that wish I was believing in God, but I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not my thing. Like, I don't have to do this if I don't want it.
I know. My dad asked me to say the prayer the other day because sometimes we eat lunch together, and he'll like say a prayer, and he goes, "Do you want to say the prayer?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "Okay."
Does he know that you're not Mormon?
Yes. It was the most, he hasn't asked me to say a prayer in years. It was like, I think he just didn't want to say it. And he was like, "Do you want to say it?" And I was like, "No, you can." I was like, "Are you seriously asking me this right now?" I was like, "No."
Like, if I'm at someone's house or an event or something and they pray, I'll just bow my head. Or I'll just stand there.
Yeah, and that's what I usually do when he says the prayer. I'm just like,
I won't even.
Amen.
I won't even look down. I'll just stand there. I won't even bow my head. I'll just stand with my eyes open, like, get this show on the road and get over it.
I know. My mom says the longest prayers, and she will always be like, "I'll say the prayer," and I'm like, "I just want to eat, man. Like,
man, I just want to fucking eat." Just do it fast. Dear Jesus, thank you for the food. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I should have said it. I should have been like, "Dear God, thank you for abortions."
Have you ever had a finger in your butt and afterwards you felt shame and guilt? Me too. But after working with my therapist for months and months, I have learned how to address my shame in a healthy way. And so can you. please contact a therapist today to learn more about mental health.
So how long was your flight when you went to the
That was so funny. I was just going to ask you that about Australia. The flight wasn't long. We connected through Orlando. So we didn't have a direct flight, but it was like 1 2-hour flight and another 2-hour flight.
because for us it was 3 hours to LA, and then from LA to Australia in Sydney was 13 hours.
Damn.
And like I literally did not really sleep. I slept for maybe 10 minutes.
Did you take anything to like help, like melatonin?
No, I just sat there and watched movies the whole time. To Australia and on the way back, I just watched movies the whole time.
What movies did you watch?
On the flight, I watched ones that they had on the flight and the little TV screen they have on the back of someone's. So I watched Friday, I watched a bunch of other movies, but on the way back, I had downloaded some movies, and I watched like a bunch of horror movies.
Nice.
I watched Bodies. I watched.
Oh, I love that movie.
I watched this movie called X, which is like a horror movie, and it's a horror movie, and they go out to this cabin that some guy is renting out, and it's weird. It's like some old couple, and they're weird, and they're making a porno, and so when I'm watching on the plane, there's porno scenes, but it's a horror movie making a porno, so it's not an actual porno. It's your typical two people in a bed, naked kind of thing.
Yeah.
A quick little fuck scene, but nothing intense, you know. And so like I'm watching
So
this, and my wife's like, "What the?"
You watch that?
Yeah, and my wife was cracking up. She's like, "What are you watching over there?" She knew what it was, but I was like, "They're
That's
just people."
the worst when you're in public and you're like in a
I'd
situation
never
where you're
seen it,
watching
so I
something.
didn't know.
Yeah, that happened to me. I was watching The Reader, and it was in an airport, and it started being really sexual, and I was like, "Ooh."
Like in Body, that first part where those two girls are making out for like a minute or something. And
You're like, ooh.
I caught one guy looking at my screen for a second when I was watching the movie.
He's like, what's going on over there?
I didn't know. I'd never seen it, so it's kind of weird. Yeah, but it was
like,
a good movie.
huh.
It was a good movie because it had Jenny Ortega in it, so like it was a legit movie.
Oh, she's good. Yeah.
It was a legit movie. There's another movie that's either a follow-up of it or the one before it. There's X, and then there's another one. I can't remember the name of it.
I keep thinking when you say
It has that Mia Goth in it. That girl, Mia Goth, is that her name?
I don't know who that is.
Huh. I think that's her name. I know she's a famous actress. That's all I know.
I like Rachel Sennett. Rachel Sennett from Bodies.
Which one was that?
She was the one who was
the glow sticks, right?
The glow sticks,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've never told anyone this, but I have body dysmorphia. And they're like, shut up, Alice. That movie had so many good lines.
I wanted to watch it because I like that Pete guy.
I like Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson's funny because he just seems like a normal dude.
Yeah.
And he says some really stupid shit. I'm like, that's some shit that a normal person would say.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's just a guy who's just you're hanging out with him, and he just starts saying stuff. You know?
He seems so cool. I would love to hang out with Pete Davidson, but I'm sure a lot of people do.
He's a celebrity.
He's just like a chill guy. But the movie I thought was so good, and I loved that it was like just the different lines they had in it, and like the different characters. But I loved Rachel Sennett. She was so good. I saw her in The Idol, which The Idol sucked, but she was like good in it. And then I saw Bottoms, and she was so good in it, and I think she helped write that. But she's funny.
I would never thought of that just because the character she played in the movie. Oh, she's just a normal actress. I didn't realize she was like in other movies and she wrote stuff.
Yeah, Bottoms was hilarious.
I have to watch it. I've seen it like, was it advertised? I guess on like, what's it on? Because I've seen it on.
It's on Prime, I think.
I think that's where I saw it. It was like oh, new movies or something you might like kind of thing.
Yeah. You should watch it. It's pretty funny.
It's a comedy, right?
It's a comedy.
I mean, obviously you said it's pretty funny. I'd be fucked up. It was like a serious movie. That shit's funny.
Oh my god! Wow, it's hilarious.
Like there's this part where this family finds out their daughter has cancer and she dies. Holy shit!
I'm like, what's that one movie that everyone cried at, like, the trailer for it?
I don't know.
With Cameron Diaz. Anyways, her daughter has cancer. Everyone's like, that's hilarious.
I want to go to like a
Like,
serious
you should
movie
watch it.
and just laugh and just be like, holy shit, oh man.
Everyone's like,
And just fucking ruin it and just get my ass
just
kicked
ruin
out of
the
there.
audience experience.
Like, dude, did you see that fucking car crash where that person died? Oh shit. Someone doesn't know how to drive, huh?
Someone doesn't know how to drive. You're like making all these crazy
Learn to
comments.
fucking drive and that wouldn't have happened. Just be obnoxious. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
But
the
it would be
balls to
funny.
actually do that, but it would be funny.
And I'm
We
sure
should go to a movie theater and act ridiculous, like throw popcorn at each other.
Just act like
People
an
are like,
asshole.
stop.
But oh my god, I know that actor. Holy shit, he's in here.
What's he in? What was he in?
The finger thing? You know, the one with
What is it?
with the race car driver and he like crashes and shit.
He died? What was it? And it was just
The
like
Milky Way, right?
the Milky Way.
Is that a movie? Probably.
The Milky Way? I don't know. It might be.
If there isn't, I want to write it.
Write it.
He's like, what's it about? You have to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
I-
It's like nothing. It's like an hour of just like
It's literally just an hour of vlog footage. It's not even
B-roll.
like, there's no order. It's just like someone's eating and then someone's like driving in a car.
yeah.
It's just random.
Everyone's like, what? People are like, this movie will change your life. People interpret it in all these different
5
ways.
stars. It's
They're
so
like-
artistic.
It's so artistic and
Like,
creative.
It's basically about like how humans need to like respect one another and just like.
yeah. People start making up their own, and you're like, yeah.
But here's
you
the
got
kicker.
it.
But there's a kicker, and they're like, "What's the kicker?" It's
Yeah.
about gun control. Actually,
It's actually about gun control.
they go to this hippie commune and like open fire, but like
Make it like
nobody dies.
Make it like an hour of like
Actual footage.
B-roll, and then the last like 5 minutes, it's like some like political message
It's
or
like,
like
an
something.
like an actual movie kicks in.
Yeah, it's like some
What
sort of
the
scenario.
fuck?
Everyone's like, whoa.
I always wanted to make a serious movie and then just end it on a really funny way and just ruin all that.
Yeah, ruin it.
It's about like write a movie about
Everyone's
like 2 people falling in love or something, and then at the end the person's like, I don't like you anymore, they just shoot him or something. I'm done with you now.
I'm done.
Ah. So like, what the fuck?
And
Just
that's
ruin
the
it.
end.
I've always wanted to do that.
It would be cool to make a movie like that just has all these like people are like, what? Where did that come from?
Like, it's so many different genres in it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they can't
yeah.
tell what it is. Like, that was really sad, but then that was funny. Like, what's going on?
And then there's like a laugh track randomly.
Oh shit! It's there'd be like a scene where like someone's giving like it's like a church scene where they're like doing like a a baptism or something, and there's a laugh track in it.
yeah.
Like, we are gathered here today to whatever this person in the holy
Yeah.
name, and then just so much random shit.
No, it's a laugh track, but it's Kamala Harris's laugh that
Yeah.
everyone keeps making fun of.
I haven't heard it.
People are like, she just cackles. She's just cackling. And
And
they're
you-
like talking about her laugh. I don't know.
And then you have that part where that we're talking about right now with the baptism. After the person, like whenever the preacher walks in, you get the oh.
Oh.
You know, like when the main star walks in the room or something.
Oh, yeah. And
Have
everyone
that.
claps.
We should do that. It'd be fucking great.
We should do that.
Just
we
make a movie where it's a bunch of random scenes that don't tie into each other that makes no sense.
Yeah, we should.
But like you like,
But
there's
like
a title.
somehow there's like a thread.
There's like a title of the movie and a synopsis of what it's about. But then you watch it and you're like,
You're like, wait a minute. What?
there's
That's
like
what
a
I
random
would
scene
I'm
of
like,
somebody
but-
getting on an airplane.
Yeah. There's like all these random scenes, and people are like,
We
wait,
should totally
is
do that. We should literally go film, just carry around a camera and film a bunch of random shit and then put it together.
We
and
should. And
just-
just make it into whatever.
Like, this is a movie about the
This
coming
is
of
a
age
movie
of
about
a
make
girl
it
named
all
Mallory,
serious. Yeah.
who discovered through the art of walking that she really loves candy from Walgreens.
I love candy.
Yeah, and they're like, but that doesn't happen in the movie.
Yeah, they're
it's
like,
a
what?
fucking hidden message. Just watch it, man.
There's no one named Mallory in the whole movie. They're like, what?
That's a good idea. We should totally do that. We should come up with some cool like scenes that we could do, and then like do that.
And then just put a bunch of random.
And there's no callbacks. Like, sometimes movies where they'll have a.
No, I think it'd be cool to have like maybe one callback or one sort of thread or one sort of like thing that connects it, but it's like essentially doesn't make any sense.
Fucking yoga.
Did someone say yoga?
Oh, hello, Fabian, darling.
Namaste.
Namaste.
You must be Mikael. Namaste.
Nah, man, go fuck yourself.
Michael!
Like, so the first part, we open up with a movie, like, there's a theme, well, there's like a, not a theme, but there's a relationship between you and I where it's like, I'm an alcoholic and you're trying to tell me, hey, it's like a serious thing.
Oh, yeah.
But then somehow, in the middle of it, it gets switched really alcoholic, and I'm getting on you about it. And
That would be funny.
You're like, wait a minute, I thought you was the alcoholic. Like, what's going on? It's like,
You start like coming at me.
yeah,
and
it's like,
then,
well, through patches of time, like this, it makes no sense. There's no continuity.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this has been done before, right? It's had to have.
Yeah, I'm sure. But like,
And it's shot on like really shitty footage,
Yeah.
like a handy camcorder,
it's like shaky.
like 720p.
moving.
Like, okay, action.
And camera rolling, action.
And it's like, huh. I mean, for people that
And
don't
then
have memorized lines, it'd be perfect.
It'd be perfect. And then it can just be like anything. And we can see it, like, put it out there and just see what people respond to it
Like,
or
hey,
say.
I'm making
They're
a movie,
like,
you want to be in it, and so you set up a scene, and like, okay, what's my lines? You'll know. Action. You just stand there and say it. I'm like, right, I'm waiting.
yeah.
Like, what do I say? What do I do? Go ahead.
They're
I'm
like,
waiting.
I didn't get the script. You're like, exactly.
Just do whatever. Go. I'm waiting. We have all fucking days. Do your line. And
They're
they're
like,
like,
do it again. we make them do like a million takes. We're like, that's not it. That's not the one.
take 30.
They're like, you're not giving me any direction. We're
Like-
like, you have to, it comes from you. You're the artist.
Do you need some water? Are you hungry? Like, this is such bullshit.
Then I'll be like, thank you for your hard work. You owe me $5.
You are not in the. Your scene will not be put in the movie. But thanks anyway.
But thanks anyway. We're cutting your scene.
The name of the movie is going to be called SIG. C-I-G.
Sig. We need to do that.
I think-
I'm dead serious.
I know that if we, for our sketches and shit that we want to do, I totally want to call it like the SIG chronic, like just SIG.
Sig.
It's
yeah.
just called SIG, and it means nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's short for cigarette, but it literally means nothing. They're just
Yeah.
sketches, but it's just SIG.
It has nothing to do with cigarettes.
Cause we need to get on it. It's just hard finding places. That's the only reason why this hasn't started yet.
I know. Finding places and we need to write out some different ideas.
Yeah, I want to write some and then I'll send them your way and see what you think.
Yeah. And we got to start filming stuff.
Like, I know I want to involve mine with peanut butter. Like, I want to be a guy who eats peanut butter, but it's like, I want to do it in a weird way.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Like, I had this idea of just like, I don't know. My character loves peanut butter and I want to make that like his thing.
Yeah. Like little things like that.
No
that's
matter what
just
he's
like
doing,
your
he has peanut butter on him like a jar.
Yeah.
He's always eating it.
Are you going to eat it with a spoon or with your fingers?
Why not both?
Both.
I'm just sitting there like dipping out like
okay.
in the middle of a serious conversation.
But there's like a spoon in your other hand.
Like
Like, what is he doing?
like the short film that we made, it was supposed to be peanut butter and it was the spoons weren't even supposed to be part of it. It's just one scene, so it changed a whole lot. But yeah. So
Yeah, it's funny when little things like that like carry over and you're like, oh, he's just always eating peanut butter.
yeah, we'll come up with some funny skits. We've come up with stuff. We just haven't.
We haven't
recorded it.
we need to come up with stuff and like follow through on the filming and like editing and like making it.
So yeah, if you're watching this later, sketches are coming at some point.
Coming soon.
Don't know when, but they're coming. So yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good little episode. I thought we got our vacation talk and other random shit.
That was a little all over the place, but I think it was good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing about this. There's no
real structure. It can be kind of whatever.
Like I said, we have a starting point, and then after that, we just go.
I like it. Good
People
combo.
respond to it. I've seen comments and stuff saying, "Oh, this is cool. I like this and that." But
yeah, comment down below what you think. Comment something random.
Why don't
Comment your opinion on cigarettes.
or you can come on and smoke with us and have a chit chat.
Yes, come on our show.
So we are located in San Antonio. So if you see this and you live near San Antonio and you want to come on with us and talk shit and smoke cigarettes, you're more than welcome to. These aren't, we try to do them weekly, but sometimes we don't. But like I said, this is only the 4th episode, but we're always trying to get guests on, and people want to come on, but then they don't. So I don't know.
Yeah. So if you want to come on, hit us up. Let us know, because we're always looking for people to chat with, have on our podcast. Yeah, it's fun to introduce new people. We got to have a guest star next time.
Maybe we'll get Tony from down the street. My cigarette went out. God damn it.
God damn it, Earl. Light it up. Light her up. Yeah. So
That's good.
This was a good episode.
Because I like cigarettes weird. I don't light them like a normal person.
You're just a weirdo.
Well, what can I say? But yeah, so that was fun. We haven't done one in a while. Been a couple weeks. We're in high demand.
I was a little rusty. I felt a little getting back into it.
That's because you didn't drink none of your Red Bull there.
I didn't even drink my Red Bull.
If you would have drank that, you would have all fired up, ready to go.
Let's go!
Fucking A right, man. That's what those fucking people say. Fucking A right, brother.
That ain't right.
Well, as
My
mine.
southern accent, I feel like I'm losing it. I used to be better at it, and now I feel like
more like
it's just kind of like a twang or something.
You're like, bless your heart.
Bless her heart.
Like they say, man, you're out there trying to fish with no bait. I used
You
to
can
really say
lead
that
a
to people.
horse to water.
I
Can't make him drink.
used to say that all the time. Be like, what the fuck? I would always make up these quotes that my dad never said. I'm like my dad. You know what my dad used to say? You're out there trying to fish with no bait, man. You ain't gonna catch
No
shit.
bait. It's like making random sayings up.
Another thing, man. You live life like you're riding a horse with no saddle. You're bound to get hurt, my friend.
That's a good one. You're riding a horse with no saddle.
When in doubt, kill it. The fuck?
When in doubt, murder.
When in doubt, just fucking whack it, Murder.
Just murder them. That's what my daddy said.
If someone's getting on your nerves, no one will miss them.
That's a good one.
Just say random phrase that makes sense, man. I'm going to close it out with this. When you're thirsty, just drink.
There you go. There you go. It's that simple.
Someone's like, what? Well, yeah, no shit. Now think about it. Some people get thirsty, they don't drink.
Think about it. You're thirsty.
You're over there running
drink.
on a chassis, 22 or trying to go on a 39. It ain't going to happen, my friend. So it's like, what the hell?
So it's like, okay.
I should start saying that when I'm at a grocery store or somewhere and I'm getting checked out. And they're like, how you doing today, man? I'm like, I'm over there trying to put a 32-inch lug nut on a 29-inch hole, and it ain't working for me.
Just say it to someone as you leave.
And I've been working on this goddamn thing for the past hour before I came up here.
Yeah, I do that.
I had to take a break from this because I was getting a little upset. I need to get some ice cream. So I bought some ice cream. Calm down.
She's like, okay.
I done yelled at my kids, man, hurt their feelings, but fuck.
But
I hit my wife. I told her.
I hit her with some knowledge.
So check this out. I was watching a cop show the other day. I watch a lot of body cam videos because it's interesting to see how dumb people are.
Yeah.
So this cop got a domestic violence call called. So he goes to the guy, and he's like, "What happened?" He goes, "My wife made me hit her," and he was just so blunt about it.
Oh my god.
And they were basically what happened was she was playing a game with another friend who was a guy, just playing a mobile game together. They weren't even in the same house. They were just playing together online. And he was all like, "That's cheating on me. That's unfaithful. You're supposed to be my wife. I'm out here working all day." And then he was like, "You have my baby. You're pregnant. You need to eat." And he was like, "Yeah, she made me hit her." And I was like, "Holy!" And he was trying to play the victim too. If she wouldn't, she would just be loyal. I'm like, holy fuck.
Shit. That's intense.
I've never heard that phrase. She made me hit her. Like you're an that dude. He's an abuser straight up. And he tried to make it like it wasn't his fault.
Well, if you ever utter those words, they made me hit them. You're
that was a lung tugger.
That was the long one.
That goddamn tugged my lungs like a son of a bitch.
Damn it, Earl.
You ever take a pull from a cigarette and the goddamn lungs get tugged?
No.
Ah, shit.
Shit.
That's what happened. I tell you right now, man.
Get it together, Earl.
It fucking hurt. We ain't gonna do a podcast for a while. My throat's gonna be hurting. No, I was kidding. I kind of did pull. You ever notice?
See, I smoke every day, and so my lungs know how to handle it. So,
look,
you're not as healthy as me.
I know. I need to get healthier, obviously.
You need to work on your lung capacity.
I'm what you would call a social smoker.
I'm what you would call an addict.
That's fine. Everybody has their vices. You're good. As long as we
probably won't come back to haunt me.
As long as we laying face down on the floor somewhere, you're right.
Right. That's the standard for my life.
Tell your family, you got a problem. Well, as long as I'm not face down on the floor somewhere, I'm doing all right.
I'm doing all right. That's the thing. You could do awful things and still be like, there's worse things I could have done.
It's just heroin, Mom.
It's just drugs. Calm down.
There's a band called 5 Cent Deposit. I don't think they're a band anymore, but when they have a funny lyric in one of their songs is like, I'm fine, I'm just on drugs. It's fucking great. It's like, that makes sense. That's cool. I'm fine.
That checks out.
It's like, leave me alone, I'm fine, I'm just on drugs.
Leave me alone, I'm just on drugs. Calm down.
The only drug I do is Monster Energy.
Whoa, slow down, Earl. Do we need to have an intervention?
And it's the white one too. That one's strong.
That's a strong one. That's the strongest one.
I took a sip of one time and woke up 2 days later in another county. That's what a lot of country people, they go by county. I was down there in Macomb County.
I was down there. I'm in Bexar County. Well, I went up there to, I don't know any other counties.
I went down there to Nocum County. God damn.
Well, god damn.
I woke up drinking a Monster. Next thing I know, it's 2 days later, I'm in Macomb County in a prison cell. What the hell happened?
What the hell?
And there was a guy touching my leg.
That is a shame.
He wasn't sexual. He just had his hand on my leg for comfort.
For comfort.
I told him to remove it, and I took another drink of my drink, and then I was back home.
Yeah. You know, they'll do that.
As they say, dog will hunt.
Dog will hunt.
I feel like that needs to be the slogan for Monster Energy. Dog will hunt.
Dog will hunt.
You know what? I got an idea. I won't share it on the podcast, though. You'll just find out after it's over.
Oh, you'll find out.
We kind of extended the podcast with that little rant, that little thing right there.
We extended it quite a bit.
I'm sorry, like talking
we
like
went off on
for some reason talking with a country accent, just
talking like a hick, just.
And I had no problem with country accents. I don't think you're dumb or anything. It's just when I get in that mode, I just start going.
It's just fun, and I'm just on drugs.
No, I don't want no boat, Daddy. I don't want your affection.
I don't want your love, unless it's in the form of money.
All right, just my last puff of the cigarette. We'll put it out and call it a day.
Last little puff.
So that was fun. We'll definitely try to do it again next week. If we don't, well,
if we don't, we don't.
At some point, we'll do another one. We can't. I would love to go to a park and do it, but we can't smoke at a park.
Really do that.
Just go to like a Walmart setup, I guess. I mean, technically, people smoke outside Walmart all the time.
If you think I'm doing something illegal, that's a violation of my HIPAA laws.
HIPAA laws. Listen here, OSHA.
Listen here, OSHA. I got rights.
I will not be your government mule. I will not.
I will not.
But yeah. So yeah, guess we'll shut her down, as they say.
Shut her down. Close down shop.